The past 8 weeks here at Rebuild Rescue have been really, really tough. I really just want to thank all of you from the bottom of our hearts, all the messages, all of the just good, positive support that we've gotten. It's been a struggle, and it's really helped us push through and just kind of start to heal a little bit after Sam's accident. So we really haven't shot much. You guys have been watching videos that we had already videoed, before that accident. And today we have something really, really special, really dear to our hearts that we're going to share. Sam's family is going to be here in the hangar, and we have some things that we want to share with you guys and that they want to share with you as well. Thank you guys for being part of Rebuild Rescue. Thank you guys for being amazing partners in this journey. I can't wait to share this with you. All right, so yeah, I'm going to be all ugly crying. Again, thank you for that term. So
As long as it's not causing you to cry, you should just keep the name for what it is.
So we're here in the hangar, and Sam's whole family's here, and they're being very patient because I can't hold it together. So, yeah, this might take all night, guys. I'm sorry, but it just might.
Is there a good breakfast place around? It might come.
Yeah, right. There's drinks and hors d'oeuvres. So you guys all know, you're familiar with what's been going on here at Rebuild Rescue, how much Sam was always part of it, all the adventures, and you guys at home know as well. And there's a lot of plans that we had, like all of us, a lot of things that we wanted to do for Sam. And, one of them came to fruition a couple weeks ago. Because if it wouldn't be for Sam, we wouldn't have this airplane sitting behind us, and we wouldn't have had all the adventures of it. And Joe and I, if you guys have been watching the videos, Joe and I spent a lot of time cutting up the old parts from the 401 and plane tags, made these really cool tags out of that material. And originally I was so excited because there was one that I wanted to give Sam. And I hate that he's not here to give it to him, but if I could give it to you, Kenny. So it's the 81st one made, and it's obviously from 81 Alpha Delta, and it's the one that, when I talked to plane tags, and he was like, are any of these going to be like a certain way you want them or something? And I had said, I want the 81st one, and I wanted to have the best look and the best piece because I wanted to give it to Sam. And I want you guys to have that one. Thank you for letting him be part of everything we had here. And thank you for coming here tonight and for sharing the adventures. And and I told you, Kenny, I guess a week or two ago when you were here, you guys all are family. I can't even talk. To all of us here, forever, and you don't get a choice in it. So if you need anything, whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is, for good.
I
Your
think Sam
family.
would bring this up. I left right away, and the dog threw up before I left. I didn't have time to clean it up, so I left.
Oh, wait a second.
You said
I'll be
anything?
right back. I'll be right back.
I just left it right there. I'm like, we're going to be late if I don't.
Hey, Joe, there's some...
I'm not a good one for it. I'll
Does
have
that
the
seem
pile
like
right
something
next
Sam
to
would
it.
tell you?
Yes, it would be. And that does remind me of Sam, and it is something that Sam would definitely say. I don't know anybody that had more one-liners or more sarcastic. I think he studied it at home. He had to. He had to have a book because he just had some really good ones, and he brought a light in my life, and so I just wanted you guys to know, like, how much he impacted us, and like what it means to us, and what you guys mean to us. So, and I do have a few more of these. Obviously, I want you guys to have one. Where did Sean go?
He's hiding.
I think I'm gonna go find him quick. Yeah, we have like these are ugly cry tissues. That's a special edition, so they're a little bigger. So there was something else too. If you guys can come over to the 401, actually. Man. Kenny, if you could come over here, and Joe. So I think everybody really wants to see this get done. I heard something about a trip to Bahamas. I don't know where that came from, but it sounds like a great idea to me.
Sam would have loved that idea.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. One of the things that he had said to me, maybe a lot of times, is that's one of the things that he envisioned. And he would talk about, once he got over the fact of like, that it might actually really happen and it might actually really get done, because he questioned how crazy we were. But it's, it's going to get done, and I want to see that. I want to see that experience. But there's one thing that is going to be eternal on this airplane as long as it is here, and that's that Sam is always, Sam's going to be our forever pilot. He's going to be on this forever, and nobody else's name is ever going to go up on there. Obviously, it needs to get a better paint job, so it's going to have to come off then and get the real paint job. And but he's on there forever, and he's the only pilot ever going to go on there, and he's going to fly every time that this flies. So
He doesn't need a plane to fly now.
he doesn't. He doesn't. If you can help Joe put it on there, it would be awesome.
Will you have a real one for later?
Yeah, we'll make another one. That looks really good.
Well, it's not forever anyway, right?
It's forever, but this logo may not be forever.
That's what we meant.
All right, I'll pull
This
it.
comes off, right?
I'll pull it off because it won't. They usually don't stick too well.
Yeah, it's a temporary tattoo.
Oh, yeah, it's a real tattoo. Yeah, it's Hannah.
This is too damn light.
So that's going to stay on there. Obviously, once we get painted, it'll go back on there again, and that's the only name that goes up there.
You're not putting my name on the other side?
If you really want it there, but you get to sit in it. So we have a video that we had put together some time back. We want to share with you guys, and share with you guys too at home. Yeah, let's go check it out. So the team and I had put this video together, and nobody besides the team here have seen it, and we want to share it with you guys. We want to share it with all you guys at home. Let's check it out. On Thursday, February 1st, 2024, we lost very important member of Rebuild Rescue, a friend, a father, and grandfather. Sam was such an important part of what we do here. Whether he was here telling jokes, harassing us, or just being Sam. Sam spoke with his family one time and was talking about how things should be when Sam is gone. And he had said he wants to be happy. And that was Sam. There was no person I ever met before that was more sarcastic in a loving way. And that's what this video is about today. It's about Sam. It's about the things he did here on this earth with all of us, and what those memories mean to us. At the end of this video, we're gonna talk a little bit about how we can help the family and what it's gonna look like for us here at Rebuild Rescue moving forward, for the 401, for all the different projects we have. But we had decided, as a team, the best thing that we can share is the best of Sam. And that's what this video is about today. You want to go first, man?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a ton to say, but I mean, he kind of came in here and helped push all of us in a direction of positivity and getting stuff done, and his views aligned with our views in helping the community and giving back, and one of the greatest guys. And I mean, I don't know too many people that have left behind a legacy like Sam has. The one thing I wanted to say, kind of a cool story, but we got the flight simulator a while back, and me as just the camera guy who would really care what I'm doing on the flight sim, but one day Joe and Sam came down to do some practicing for Joe, and I was there kind of screwing around on it, having some fun, and instead of like just kicking me out, because I'm not flying anytime soon, so I don't really matter on the flight sim, but Sam took the time, sat down next to me, and walked me through everything and how an airplane flies and how it works and how to do it. And I don't know, I just haven't had too many people that have taken that time and taught me and wanted to help me out like that. So, I mean, I extremely appreciated that, and I don't know, it just, to me, really showed who Sam was and what his character was. So I just thought that was a big thing.
Why do I feel like Sam would love the fact that that we're sitting here and
I feel like he's laughing at it.
yeah, I know he's cracking some jokes right now, 100%. There is no doubt. But also I know he appreciates the hell out of it.
So I started working here at Rebuild Rescue about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, and Sam was one of the first people I met, and just a character, like immediately a character, and just somebody that you're like, this guy's fun to be around. I know one summer day me and Jason were hanging out here in the hangar, supposed to be getting work done, and Jason looks at me and goes, you want to go grab some crab cakes? And I'm like, hey, don't ask me twice. I'm always down to go get some food. And he made a quick call to Sam, and of course Sam was down to go fly somewhere and go grab crab cakes. So it was really special. It was the first time I'd ever flown in a small aircraft like that. Like I've flown in commercial jets, like going on vacation a couple times, but never flew in something that small. And I was like, immediately, I understand why everyone loves this and why it's like an addiction. You just get to see the whole world and like a new perspective. But it was just cool. Like Sam was always so excited to take somebody up, and especially somebody that never flown before. It was just really cool, being able to share in his interests and stuff like that. And he was just such a good friend, and we always made the joke that he was like the grandpa of the hangar, just because he would always, I don't know, he just came in and he was just like a grandpa to everyone, just cared about how you were doing. Genuinely wanted to hear about like how my kids were doing and how my wife was doing, and it was, I don't know, just just something really special. And being a video editor, it was fun to be able to kind of put together all the adventures. And I used to pick on Sam a lot just because he'd always pick on us a lot. So every time I had the chance, I would put a picture of him. We had flown down to North Carolina to pick up the vapor honey machine, and he fell asleep in the back of the plane. And so I just was taking pictures of him and putting the video of him snoring in, and it was just like a funny joke, and I just would try to put it in. I probably put it in like 5 videos. Like it was like every week after I was throwing him sleeping in a plane. He wasn't even snoring, but I found a like snoring sound effect just to make it better. And he thought he was like, he was so just like, you got me on that one. And it was
That started like you and Sam going back and forth so much on each other all the time. Like right when, if he'd be at the hangar and Harry would get here, Harry would always have a wisecrack, and Sam had 5 of them just waiting for him ever since the snoring episode. We already got one ass around the hangar. We don't need another one, Sam.
Yeah, I know. That was probably cheaper than Harrison.
I swear he would just come to the hangar just because he was like, I had a couple good comebacks to Harrison today. And he would just come back and crack some jokes towards me. But Sam was also just like a great guy, great influence, a very godly influence. He really showed me how to be a better dad and honestly a better husband. It's so cool. Like every time him and Kenny would come around, and you could just tell they were just buddies. Like it was cool seeing how they've been married for years and they were still best friends. And also just like the way he raised his kids and stuff. They're just such a solid family. And having little kids of my own and stuff, and seeing other people's kids, you know very quickly how somebody is as a parent when you see how their kids act. And all his kids and grandkids are just such awesome stand-up people and just really solid in their faith. And I was reading a Bible verse, and I felt like it just perfectly encapsulated Sam as a believer. And it was Romans 14:8. It says, if we live for the Lord, and if we die for the Lord. So whether we live or die, we belong to the Lord. And he was just that kind of person. He was always willing to go out of his way to help somebody. He just was just such a great guy. He was constantly praying for all of us, and just really cared about where we were, not as just like men, but also like spiritually and stuff like that. And it definitely gave me some peace through all this, knowing that he's in heaven, and I'm sure he's up there telling the angels that they're flying wrong and doing all that stuff. But it's definitely gave me a lot of peace knowing that he's up and somewhere better, and that we'll get to see him one day.
Amen.
To start it all off, before I was a part of Rebuild Rescue, I get a phone call from Jason one night, 7 o'clock at night, asking to do a favor.
Sorry, bud.
He said something about going down to North Carolina, picking up a piece of equipment. And I didn't think anything of it other than, hey, I'm going to do this for a friend. And I show up down there, and there's Jason with a camera in my face. Put me on the spot. And you got to meet Harry and Sam and Dimitri. And I watched every video, of course. Jason's a friend, so I wouldn't miss it. But from that moment, Sam always treated me like, we were long-lost friends. And as time went on, I lived pretty far away, so I decided to stay in a hotel when my lease ran out and find somewhere to, permanent. So I left my friends and family and traveled down here. Sam continuously asked me, did you find a place yet? He knows I just go back to the hotel and sit by myself every night. And I continued to tell him, no, I didn't find a place. I was in a bad place, hard to save money when you're spending so much on hotels. They were, quite costly. And one day Sam comes in, asks me, "Did you find a place yet?" I said, "No, I'm still in the hotel." And he told me that I need to go back to the hotel and pack my things. Sam and Kenny invited me into their home, brought me into their family, and Sam made me feel like just a part of the family. I felt like I gained a father, brother, best friend, and also with his family, mother, siblings, and lots of nieces and nephews. And just showed me so much love. And I loved them in return, and I still do. Will do anything for them. But it just goes to show Sam's heart, I didn't say that I was in need. I didn't ask for anything. I even kind of felt bad. But over time, I realized that's who he is. That's who his family is. And I love them all with all my heart. Any chance I had, and I'd go with Sam on a trip, there'd be mornings he'd wake up, say, "Hey, how you feel about going to Cape May for breakfast?" We'd go to Cape May. "Hey, you want to go out to dinner?" And we'd fly out to dinner. The very first time I've ever flown, I've never flown until about a year ago, and it was with Sam. And he kind of, mentored me, taught me a lot. He was always trying to improve everybody and instill knowledge and love. And we're going to miss you, Sam.
From the very first time I met Sam, it was no secret that he loved aviation. He loved airplanes. My gosh. Sam would leave whatever he was doing to go fly an airplane. And every time that we would go fly an airplane, if Sam couldn't make it, he wanted to hear about it. He wanted to be part of it. I think he was even a little jealous that we went without him, because we'd have to. And I remember those first conversations about the 401 and his sarcasm. That'll go down in history.
You've got to be kidding me.
So we got Sam here before he sees it. A special shirt.
Sarcasm is how I hug.
That's Sam's new shirt. Sarcasm is definitely how Sam hugs.
Right.
That sarcasm that I'm always going to remember and love, And that's how we ended up with this 401, and that's how the dream started. That's how the love for aviation and all the people at Rebuild Rescue and so many people in the world, that's where it started from. It started from, Sam wanting to share it one way or the other, whether sometimes we wanted to or not, actually even. But it's just been amazing. It's been an honor to be part of his legacy, to be part of his life and his family's life, and to see all of that grow in all of us here. Outside of here, there's so many memories of just doing things, going places. Even if it was, the 2 o'clock in the morning, my phone's buzzing and it's a message from Sam telling me I need to buy this airplane. Sam doesn't want it. He said it doesn't have club seating, but I would take it.
If you love me, you'll buy it.
Right away, taking a page out of my girlfriend's book. So he must have sent me 40 or 50 airplanes over the months, and I think most of them that I ended up with was because Sam found them, and he wanted to see that dream, and the dream of the 401. He thought I was crazy, and told us, all of us, that a lot of times, And as it started come to fruition, and it started happening with the community and with people here, and the challenges and everything else, Sam was, it was always to keep pushing on. One of the first things that comes into my mind when I think of Sam, things that I remember is, having my broken leg from the skiing accident that He told me that's not the way you should ski, because he was a really good skier. Sam is a legend in the ski, in your own mind, in the ski racing communities. You know, the fact that he had actually, said, hey, Kenny, my wife used to instruct skiing. She could show you how to ski. And I said, no, I'll be okay. And I broke my leg.
See, how many bones have you broken in all the days of skiing?
None.
Yeah, none. Me either. And how many days have you skied?
So right away, the first thing you do is bust my chops.
Well, I can't bust your leg. Jason, guess where I was last week?
Where were you?
I was at Beaver Creek.
Oh, at my favorite place.
Yeah, and I was on the race course, and I managed not to break a leg.
So he definitely reminded me that he offered, that they offered, in a loving way. But I'm in a cart down at Sun and Fun, the first air show I'm ever at, and Sam said I wasn't going to go down there without him. And when we're at the airport, he was so proud of this. We're at the Philadelphia airport. He told this story to everybody we met forever. He knew a guy that had that was in charge of the drug sniffing dog, and behind my back went over to the guy and said, hey, got this thing where they'd get the dog over me and say that the dog smelled something on me. I'm sitting there incapacitated in my cast thing in a wheelchair, and there's this drug dog jumping around me, and a canine officer like asking me if I had anything in my bag, and Sam's in the background cracking up laughing. He couldn't help himself. That was Sam. That was Sam through and through whenever he had a chance, not because he wanted, well, okay, maybe he did want to harass you, but it was because he wanted to see the smile on your face. He wanted to see the smile on other people's face. When we were down at that show, he worried about how I felt. He worried about how much I hurt, if I was comfortable. And it wasn't because he wanted anything. It wasn't because he owed me anything. It was because that's who he was. Because that's the way that he knows we should all treat people, and he just wanted everybody to be happy. And some of another memory of being down in Florida and with Jake, who was down with us, and we're going to a restaurant, we're sticking our face through one of those things where it's painted and it makes you different people. I think I got a photo somewhere. And just being just completely silly, and not taking ourselves too seriously all the time, going on adventures. Man, did he love to go on adventures. Anything, anything that was an adventure, count Sam in. He was part of the crew. And if you didn't count him in, he'll tell you next time you better. There's just so many instances in so many videos. It was natural whenever Sam was around, there was going to be something funny going on. He was going to have something to say that, was just going to make stuff fun, and we loved him for it. We miss him. So we, as a group, we sat this morning and we talked. We have a lot of things going on here at Rebuild Rescue. We have a lot of things, the rescue crew, this crew here, all of you guys out there, and Sam. We asked ourselves, what would Sam want? Because I have to be honest, it's hard to turn around and look at the airplane behind me and think to myself, the person that I know I was most excited about getting to experience this airplane again, I promised him that it'd fly one day. That was a big promise, and I wanted him to be here. He is not going to be here, but I know he would be so disappointed if we didn't get this thing flying, if we didn't continue our mission, if this wasn't part of Sam's legacy, he'd be disappointed, and that's the last thing that I want. We decided that's the last thing any of us want. He would want us moving forward and doing what he loved, which is being in aviation. It's doing good. So many of the plans that we had, I would talk with Sam. We would all talk with him about them and dream. So we don't have a choice. There's no choice. We're going to move on. As tough as that can be, I don't really know what it looks like. We don't really know what it looks like. I mean, we have a lot to go through here, you know, and all of you guys, so many messages. I can't even answer, I can't answer them all. Thousands of emails and messages. Just an avalanche of so many people letting us know that they're here for us, that their heartaches now part of Sam's legacy. This is what remains, you know, this is what remains from all of us here. It's more than just fixing some airplanes. It's more than just restoring an old broken down airplane. It's about hope. It's about love, family, friendship, community. It's about doing things for others that Sam knew in his heart was what you do. And it was about sharing it with you guys, and you guys being part of the rescue crew in this community that we built, and about all the awesome things that we can do together. That's bigger than just one of us. It's bigger than this crew in here. It's what Sam loved about this. Sam left a loving wife, kids, grandkids. Sam was a hard worker, and he gave a lot of his time for free to the church, to the community, to the school. I mean, who would have thought he was like a school board president? Like, hours of his time he would donate to do good things, you know, and you know, so his family is going to need our help, is going to need help from the community. So we are doing a GoFundMe. We are putting a link in the description below. All the proceeds go to Sam's family to help Sam make sure his family's good. We're going to miss you, Sam. Thank you guys for being part of the rescue crew, for being part of the family here. You guys mean so much to us. Take care. Oh.
Welcome to Rebuild Rescue.
There you go. I was laughing so hard, I forgot to start the camera. Got it?
Yeah.
Sure you got it?
Yeah, got it now.
All right. One nut down, two.
Hey, Jason, here's our sign language. Can we get these wings off yet?
All right.
You guys are so cute.
Aren't we?
Good old Uncle Sam.
Yeah, right.
Look like a prison uniform.
Sam, what are you doing?
I have to go fuel.
You're going to go fuel?
Yeah, it's a no-mix.
How am I going to be able to fly? I think this puts us over gross here, Sam, if we eat this.
Rapidly approaching gross.
I'm going to make like bear sounds of you getting out of like a bear comes out of a cave. No, like real bear sounds.
That canopy isn't going back far enough.
At last, the waiting is over.
How many hours do you think we need to at least get it started?
Oh, another 5 hours.
5 hours. What, Mike? So, Mike, how many hours do we need until we can get Freedom started?
When it's done.
This is good. That's good. Welcome back to Rebuild Rescue.
What'd you say?
I do need to eat.
Yeah.
I'm about as cranky as Jason.
It's lunchtime. You guys look like really cute, laying under Freedom, working on it.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, fabric work.
So, what do you think, Sam? You got wings on your airplane.
I got wings on it.
Man. Corey, you turn the lights on too quick. Turn it back off. You know, I think, Kenny, you had said something that made perfect sense.
Is that surprising?
The other day. Was that a surprise? I'm sorry.
I think so. That's something that made perfect sense.
You know, and the fact is that, you know, the tears that we cry, really I think comes out of us is kind of the definition of what we feel. I think you put it out a lot better than I just did, but but you know, it's really true. You know, it's really true. You know, the impact that people have in our lives, you know, like Sam had in ours. You know, that's where all the you know, the tears come from. And I'm just glad you guys could be here and share this with us all. And you know, and it's been crazy for us. I know it's been really crazy for all you guys too. You know, and we kind of all move forward, you know, however we can. But I just wanted to say again, you guys are part of the family here. You guys are always welcome here. I'm gonna be really upset if we don't have some of those Sam sarcasms visits from you guys and bringing that with you, you know, and you know, I just appreciate you guys all. You know, I can't stress to you guys how much it means to me that you guys are here week in and week out with us, that we could share the moments that we have at Rebuild Rescue, the true moments, you know, and who we are with you guys. I appreciate the heck out of all of you guys. So now we're gonna go out here, we're gonna get some pizza and just have some time together. And, you know, I really want you guys to know, you guys mean the world to us. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next time.